And welcome back to the channel. We're going to go ahead and get into these videos. Before I get started with the main video, I want to show you something that is close to my home. This is Pekin, Indiana.
Looks like it's going to go between the poles.
This is so everybody knows it's happening everywhere. Watch this camper.
I think that's about to go towards the...
It's going to go towards the bridge.
So much flooding going on.
Okay.
This area right here usually doesn't flood.
Dad sent me pictures. It's up in his yard. He's standing right here.
He can see it.
It's crazy what happens whenever they hit the bridges.
Whoever's coming over the bridge better back.
Go to Sullivan. Go to Sullivan.
It's flooded like this across Collier too.
Oh, cool. Man, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Should be
Sullivan's
better
gonna
off.
be just a
Should be
mess.
better off to go to Sullivan.
Try backing up and go to Sullivan.
Sullivan's a hell of a lot better. Oh, God. There it goes. There it goes.
It's the power of water. Pretty scary.
No, probably not.
With that, let's get into our video. I'll put this together. I hope you all enjoy this.
A very fascinating account I'm surprised I never came across until now. The Desert Drifter. Check out some of his videos here. Tragically, he passed away in March from a horrific car accident, but
That whole situation was pretty sketchy if you ask me. I'm like this guy. Desert Drifter is a really good guy, and it's sad what happened. If anybody knows his story, you know what I'm talking about. If not, go look him up. You love his videos.
he has provided some amazing videos of some impossible ruins from right here in America, all over, showing parts of our melted and buried past. Here's one of the videos that I came across. Take a look at it, check out his page, and let me know what you think. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
Pretty intriguing.
Definitely.
As I'm standing up here, I looked across and there's another ruin over there. So let's check out this one last spot, and then looks like we'll probably have to climb up that.
The final site I'm talking about was something I saw while flying the drone for the other two areas. It was just a short ways further. It was mostly destroyed, but I stood there for quite a while, trying to figure out what it had been. My main question was, why were there these two little walls here?
It's interesting.
The only
always
logical
been
theory I
curious
could
about this
come up
stuff.
with was that a platform might have stretched across the center crack, creating flat space for a larger building on top.
I don't think we'll ever know, because it's all, just been eroded out here and washed down to the bottom of the canyon probably. I'm gonna eat a quick snack and then let's go check out that other spot over there.
His videos are fascinating. I'd love to go do that. It's wild.
So it's a fairly narrow ledge. The best way, I think, to traverse it, particularly if you're as tall as me, is the unceremonious bottom scoot.
This is Linton, Indiana. Old building just crumbling. You see it smashed those cars and stuff. Nobody was hurt. Could have been. It's crazy. Just wanted to share that with you.
Y'all have got to be kidding me. This is happening right now in Almanac County. I don't know how to say it. North Carolina. And just to make sure it was really happening right this minute, I looked it up, and sure enough, of course, why would I doubt it, right? The last few days, why in the world would I ever doubt such a thing? And I got something crazy to show you in just a few seconds. I think people are finally starting to notice that something is up, you know? Not literally, just something is up. And this right here is just devastating. This is in Turkey. I've been showing you guys the last week about how the fire's taken up almost the whole country of Turkey. Also have 15,000 acres on fire in California right this minute. And this is Utah right now. The entire world is either flooding or on fire. Like Mexico, which has been flooding since the New York City and the New Jersey flood. That last sentence didn't even used to be part of our vocabulary. And completely unrelated, 1000% not relevant at all. Check out what she's doing.
I have a big announcement to make. My Clear Skies Act has been filed. This is my legislation to ban.
I wonder what she's talking about. Be mindful of your eyes at all times. Oh, and by the way, did you know there was just an earthquake in what they call the North Pole? Of course, after 6 major earthquakes just yesterday. Fire, floods, and earthquakes. Sounds pretty revelatic.
Not a real word.
Yeah, we know.
No way, this is
Oh, Russia got hit. Man, that's crazy. Seeing the time lapse just blows my mind. Scary. And there's 3 people still missing from what I understand from the Texas floods. Sad. Scary. Look at that. It's weird. What? That looks crazy to me. What do you guys think? I feel like something was up with that.
Feeding the dead to the living, where they liquefy the dead and then dump the remains down the drain to be recycled into the municipal water supply. And so people are drinking it, they're showering in it, they're doing their laundry in it, and this is happening across the country. They're recycling dead people and feeding it to the living. They're grinding up the bones into powder. They call this calcium phosphate, which is going to be used for food processing in your vitamins. They're spraying this on the food supply. They're using dead people as compost, and people are drinking it.
People killed by vaccines are dissolved into liquid, concentrated into biosludge. They are feeding the dead to the living. It's all 100% confirmed, and it's happening now.
Is it considered a biohazard?
Nope. No, it's not a biohazard. It's probably one of the few sterile things that actually goes into our water system.
All these jugs here are
human
remains.
Yes,
in liquid form.
Sterile or not, the thought of that, just the mere thought of it makes me sick to my stomach. I don't know. It's crazy. What else are you going to do with it though, right?
2 hours to actually get a complete dissolution of the body.
And then you're pumping all the liquid out of here and putting it into what?
Municipal water supply.
Can we see the liquid inside and see what it looks like?
Is it strange to you that you're holding essentially a human body in your hand in liquid form?
I think it's wonderful. Been fertilizing my trees with it.
Human Jew.
So me and my dad were watching Fox News earlier. We noticed something pretty interesting. Dad, you want to tell him?
We were watching right when the first missiles came in at Israel, and right when the first interceptors were blowing them up in the sky, and we looked at the time bubble on the screen. It was 9/11. That means they launched them from Iran exactly at 9 o'clock because they take 11 minutes to get there. I bet that's not a coincidence.
I noticed that as soon as I saw that. I thought like
Coincidence or not a coincidence? What do you think? I think everything has a reason and a purpose. I think it's all done on purpose personally, but let me know what you think. And I also did a little bit of something here in a minute.
What's unusual about the 5 frames that the Pentagon released is they don't show a plane streaking across the Pentagon lawn. They just show a white vapor trail.
Watch this.
The date and the time on the Pentagon frames is wrong. You know, at one of the most secure buildings in the world. And at the bottom of these 5 frames, they have the word plane. It's like subliminal. You know, the word is there, but the plane isn't.
Now what I did here is I went and found the video and I did it frame by frame to show you what they see or what they showed us. You'll see it come in on the right. To me, it looks like a missile. I don't know. I put that together to show the changes in each frame. What do you think? I don't know, it's conspiracy, right? And you can take it back and watch each frame as it happened. That's why I did it this way. If you watch each frame, it's kind of weird on each of them. If you just pause it on each frame and just look at the whole picture and watch what changes in each one after. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know it's something that happened a long time ago, but it's something that we say we'd never forget. And there's the aftermath. Strange how we do forget, huh? I believe we did anyways. A lot of people think they were just missiles dressed as planes. Maybe it was planes. I don't know. A lot of weird things happened that day, though, and ever since then. We'll skip ahead a little bit. And we'll get started here.
Crashed into the Empire State Building due to heavy fog, slamming into the 79th floor. 14 people died, but the building stood strong. It's one of New York City's wildest forgotten moments when a warplane hit a skyscraper and history barely flinched.
I didn't even know about that.
Have you ever wondered just how deep history really goes? Let me show you something. Hey, look. It says that the Pantheon is 100 feet tall, 250 feet wide, and that the obelisk is 500 feet tall. You see that?
So it's underground?
100 feet. So if that's 100-foot tall structure, right? And this is 555 feet tall, right? What's that mean? That means that there is at least 100 feet worth of city below your feet. Now you know why the mountains look like mountains instead of pyramids.
Something's going down right now with the earthquakes. Hold on. 3-point for Chicago. Multiple 3-pointers Oklahoma. Hold on to your asses.
Since making this video, we've had more. Like last night.
There are currently 50 volcanoes erupting right now, July 15, 2025.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Extinct volcanoes would not pose a threat since they are 10,000 years or older. They have no magma left. But since there are 1,350 active volcanoes on Earth, they would pose a threat. The exploding ash and gas would wipe out the surrounding areas. Molten hot boulders that are 1,000 degrees would travel for 100 miles per hour. Plumes of ash would travel 600 miles. Because of the low visibility, planes would be grounded. The hot ash and embers would melt plane and car engines. Submerged volcanoes make the ocean water acidic. The sea life food chain would be devastated.
It's scary just hearing that stuff. Well, what can you do, right?
If you survive the eruptions and plumes of ash, the safest place for you would be on a boat or underground bunker. But make sure you have plenty of supplies because you're going to have to wait a long time to emerge once the weather finally clears.
Must be why they made all them
The
bunkers.
Earth would look much different than you once knew.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here. Here by fire.
Wait a minute, there's an ongoing monsoon in Pakistan right now where 66 people have passed away and there's hundreds of casualties? There's no way it's connected to all the US floods and to the earthquake in Alaska, right? And to all these people getting struck by lightning every day, right? Wait till you see what I found. We've also had 3 different volcanoes or craters go off in the last 24 hours. Is this related? Check this right here out. The very second there is a massive earthquake in Alaska triggering a tsunami warning and an advisory, there's also caught a giant pulse that went through the earth at the same exact time. Not just that, but shortly after we had a massive solar flare. And all these solar flares and all these weird things going on, they always trigger the Schumann frequency because the Earth resonance.
They do.
Hey, it's not time for the world on fire yet. We'll do that next video. By the way, shout out to Stephen Burns because he's the guy who uncovered this chart. Y'all know I love studying a good chart, but lately there's so many things happening at the same exact time, I haven't been able to. So what would cause this giant magnetic pulse at the very same time the earthquake happened? If you aren't aware, in all the past floods in the United States over the last week, I kept finding correlation between the Schumann frequency glitching out or spiking real hard at the same time or about the same time these floods were starting. And as we've talked about, frequency can create friction, therefore creating lightning. Did you know that 1 just passed away and 15 others were injured just yesterday from lightning? And that's not to mention the group that passed away in Georgia from lightning, and neither the group that passed away at Lake Murray from lightning. Do y'all understand how rare this is supposed to be? I've been covering this.
We had a strange lightning here at our house the other day. It actually sounded like a shotgun right above us. We were standing on the front porch, and it was just weird. It was different. We decided to come inside.
Abnormal lightning phenomenon for about a week now. A little bit longer because I noticed when all the cows passed away and the cause was said to be lightning, there are other things that happened at the same exact time which made me pay attention to it. If you can start noticing patterns and correlations within frequency charts, you can start predicting events, not knowing exactly what they'll be, but events in general. Completely unrelated, not relevant whatsoever, check out this cool radar showing all these circles pop up. Usually when there's just one, they say that it's a group of birds, but what's the likelihood of 6 group of birds popping up at the same time? And I kid you not, as I'm making this video, another volcano is popping off in Japan, 3 or 4 volcanoes in the last 24 hours. And as all this happens, they show us pictures of what they claim is the sun looking like this, and also solar flares 15 times the size of the Earth coming at us while all this stuff happens on the Earth. And I mean, you can see the vibrating frequencies abnormal in the southeast when we have the auroras coming down while all this sun activity is coming. The question you need to ask yourself is why all the abnormal, weird frequency? Because everything is frequency.
Buddy, what if I told you there are fully functional biodomes on the ocean floor where entire human societies are being raised without any knowledge of the outside world? This isn't sci-fi. It's a classified government experiment that's been running for decades. These domes were set up by a coalition of deep state agencies and private entities looking to create a completely controlled environment, right? No external influences, no history, no outside interference. The people inside are born into a fabricated reality where everything from their culture to their technology is tightly regulated. They have artificial skies, controlled weather, okay, and a fake history designed to keep them in line. Look, I mean, it's dark, okay, because Lord knows what they're really doing with a lot of these folks. I mean, you could only imagine, I mean, by this point, there are hundreds of these separate biodomes with all of these people just living in a completely derivative state of reality. Look, for the sake of my well-being, I'm going to go ahead and say this is a joke for entertainment only, right?
That's
just
interesting.
praying they don't come for me.
I
mean, 9/11, you tell someone the official story about Flight 93, they don't believe you. The official story is it hit the ground so hard that the ground liquefied, swallowed the plane so deep, and then re-solidified that they can't dig it out. That's the official story.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure that by now
Never heard
you've heard
that.
that something earth-shattering, something ominous is happening in 2027. Everybody's talking about it. Well, Ross Coulthart just said something in a recent interview, and it's concerning. And he wasn't being dramatic. He says that we're on borrowed time. Let that sink in.
Everybody's telling me we're on
True.
borrowed time. And I cannot begin to emphasize how serious a look I get.
So he claims that multiple high-level sources, people under national security oaths, are warning that something is coming. Something that could shift the world as we know it by around 2027. Not maybe, not someday, but it's a deadline, a countdown, and it's already started. Coulthart's, he doesn't say that aliens are landing on the White House lawn, but there is urgency, and it's real. And the people he's talking to, intelligence officials, defense contractors, and insiders, they're not prone to fantasy. Some think it's full disclosure, UFO topic. Others whisper about some sort of a...
Now, I'm going to casually mention to you something that's very scary indeed. And tell you what the alien agenda is. It's going to sound very familiar. The alien agenda is the complete takeover of this planet, the killing off of 5, 6 to 7/8 of the world's population by the year 2029.
Where do they get the info?
The U.S. military has known about this for 45 years. They've told no one. As far as I know, I'm the only person standing before a crowd talking about the alien agenda secretively.
How'd he find out?
Anunnaki, they are on the moon. It is a spaceship. It was sent across the universe and placed in Earth's vicinity 12,000 years ago. It was a kind of an ark. Ancient writers, philosophers talked about a time where there was no moon in the sky, a pre-lunar Earth. There are structures on the moon that our astronauts talked about. People have been living in this thing for generations. We are seeing fleets of UFOs leaving the moon. Watch the sky and you'll see them.
The moon is really fascinating to me. Just thinking about how the face of it, as it spins around us, it never takes that face off of us, like it's always watching us. I always find that fascinating.
Not really hollow. There are cities underneath the earth, and they've been down there. The people went down there at the fall of Atlantis. There's a whole city. It's got a sun, it's got water, it's got lakes, it's got Animals, it's beautiful, and they're more highly advanced than we are. But that is inside of the Earth.
And they live thousands of years old, I understand.
Oh, it's been down there since Atlantis. The survivors of Atlantis, some of them went into the Hollow Earth. The entrances are found underneath the pyramids of the world. They had the entrances to the Hollow Earth, and the pyramids were built on top of the entrances. This means the one in Egypt, the one in South
Makes
America,
sense, doesn't it?
all of the anywhere there's a pyramid, there will be an entrance going down into the Hollow Earth.
They found a possible fifth force of nature hiding within atoms. Not gravity, not electromagnetism. This is something brand new. This is trying to change everything that we thought we knew about atoms.
Interesting. There it is. Please like the video, subscribe, share, comment, donate if you want. It's in the description. I just want to thank you for watching the video, what little bit you watched, if you watched any of it. And I hope to see you all next time. I hope you have a blessed day.